Let me guess. You're pouring money into SMS marketing and getting nothing back. You send out texts, you push discounts, but your sales are dead, the unsubscribe rate is exploding, and you're starting to think this entire channel is a waste of cash. What if I told you that same underperforming channel had the chance of being your #1 revenue driver? Seriously. While you're getting mediocre results, other brands are using SMS to generate a frankly ridiculous 98% open rate. Some of them are driving more sales in a single weekend than they do the entire rest of the month with their email campaigns. And get this, the best part about SMS messages is that 90% of them are read within the first 3 minutes of them being sent. In this video, I'm giving you the exact playbook to fix your strategy. I'm sharing the 5 SMS campaigns and a few secret list building tips that will help you skyrocket your revenue. I'll show you what you're doing wrong and how to make SMS marketing the most powerful tool in your arsenal. We'll cover how to audit your compliance, the 5 killer campaigns that will actually convert, and how to build a massive subscriber list that people actually want to be on. And make sure you stay to the very end, because I'll also share some tips on how to maximize your ROI with this channel. By the end of this, you're gonna have the complete blueprint on how to turn things around. So let's get into it. You've already bought into the promise of SMS. You've heard the hype, you've set it up, but the results just aren't there. So let's get right to it. Why isn't it working for you? The answer is actually dead simple. Strategy matters more than the channel itself. Think about your own phone. When it buzzes, you look. It's immediate, it's personal, and people are always going to check. But that power is a double-edged sword. Get it right, and you have a direct line to your customers. Get it wrong, and it's just very expensive spam. The email inbox, it's a war zone. The average open rate for email marketing is stuck between 20 and 30%, unless you're a Flowcandy customer. That means 8 out of every 10 people that you email is not gonna see it. Social media is just as brutal. Your posts get buried under an avalanche of cat videos, all thanks to an algorithm that sometimes feels like it hates you. SMS is supposed to cut through all of that. With an open rate of up to 98%, your message is practically guaranteed to be seen. But if your message is weak, being seen doesn't matter. The magic is in the response. The average response rate for SMS is around 45%, compared to a measly 6% with email. SMS is a channel where you can have a real conversation, but only if you invite one. Brands who get this right are seeing insane results. We're talking about an ROI that can be as high as $71 for every $1 spent. Making this one of your highest performing channels isn't just about sending another message. It's a fundamental shift in how you talk to your customers. It's moving from a one-to-many broadcast to a one-to-one conversation. If that's not happening, you're doing it the wrong way. So let's get you started the right way. But before we dive into campaigns, we need to check your foundation. The 2 most important things with SMS are compliance and the platform. Getting this wrong won't just tank your results, it could land you in a ton of legal trouble. First, and I can't say this loudly enough, let's check your compliance. This part is absolutely non-negotiable. If you just scraped phone numbers from your customer list and started blasting out messages, you're breaking the law. Under laws like the TCPA and the GDPR, that's completely illegal. And the fines are absolutely staggering. We're talking $500 to $1,500 per text. So you do the math. Send one unapproved message to 1,000 people, and you could be looking at over $1 million in fines. So how do you make sure you don't get sued into oblivion? The magic words are expressed written consent. Someone has to clearly, knowingly, and explicitly give you permission to send them marketing texts. No pre-checked boxes, no fine print. Here's what proper consent looks like. First is a pop-up. They have to physically type in their number, and there has to be a checkbox or some sort of indication that they are opting in for SMS marketing. Another great way is a checkout opt-in. There's a box that you can put in most Shopify checkouts where you're able to say, I consent to SMS marketing from this store. Another awesome one that you can use and put on your site is text this keyword to XYZ number. Setting up a shortcode like that is pretty simple, but can be a little expensive. To be bulletproof for any of these options, you can always use double opt-in. You've seen these messages before. It's where reply with yes to subscribe to this list. That creates an undeniable record of their confirmation. And remember, every single message you send also has to have a way for them to unsubscribe. You've definitely seen this one before too, where it says text stop to stop receiving these messages. Okay, now that the scary lawyer stuff is out of the way, let's talk about tools. You're already using an SMS marketing platform, but are you using the right one? If you're on Klaviyo, the answer is yes. If you're not on Klaviyo, the answer is no. Here's why. Most SMS tools were built separately from email. They don't share data, and that means your emails and your SMS are speaking two completely different languages. It's very easy for your customers to get differing information, hit with multiple messages, and just generally be out of sync with the communication that you're sending. Klaviyo fixes that. It keeps your entire customer journey in one place. So when someone clicks an email and doesn't buy, you can automatically follow up with a text or a push notification or even a WhatsApp message. And when they buy, you can suppress them across all of the different channels simultaneously. There are obviously ways to make this work with other platforms, but Klaviyo is the one that's putting it all under one roof and making it truly accessible to every store. So let's review. Before you write a single text, make sure you have these two things in place: proper compliance, no gray areas, no shortcuts, and the right platform. Everything unified under Klaviyo's roof. Once you've nailed those two, then we can finally start building campaigns that convert. So let's start sending some messages that actually make you money. If you're just blasting generic discounts, stop. It's time to replace those with campaigns that send the right message to the right person at the right time. So here are 5 campaigns that you can set up today to get your ROI climbing. First, the product drop or restock announcement. Nothing drives action like scarcity and urgency. When a hero product comes back in stock or a new one drops, your SMS list should be the first to know. A great example is, it's back. Product name just restocked, and it always sells out fast. Grab yours before it's gone again. And then throw the link in there. This campaign crushes because it taps into pent-up demand. It's short, emotional, and instantly clickable. Perfect for seasonable drops, bestsellers, or limited run collections. Number 2, the social proof push, aka the closer. SMS isn't cheap, so do not waste these messages. This one is specifically for high-intent non-buyers. People who visited a page, added to cart, maybe even started checkout, but haven't placed their order yet. Instead of discounting, you send proof, credibility, show them other people that made the decision to purchase and why they're so happy. Here's an example. Still thinking about product name? You're not alone. Over 1,000 customers gave it 5 stars. See why it's our most reordered item. Here's the link. Or you can go with a more personal tone. Hey, first name. Lots of people were on the fence about product name until they tried it. Now it's our #1 repeat purchase. Check the reviews. This works because it's laser targeted. It adds trust instead of just adding to the noise. You're not blasting your whole list. You're sending a nudge that sounds human to people just trying to show them how you can actually solve their problem. Number 3, the flash sale and scarcity driver. SMS is the king of urgency. So it's what you want to use when you have those big sales coming up. It's perfect for the limited time only, flash sale, get it today, only 2 days left type stuff. This is how you generate massive sales in just a few hours. Here's the vibe. Flash sale. For the next 4 hours only, get 30% off everything. The deal vanishes at 5 p.m. Grab it here. The magic ingredients are the hook and the killer offer. But most importantly is that hard deadline that triggers action. You want to give them a little bit of FOMO and try to get them into the store and make a purchase. You can also use this for low stock alerts on popular products. It's a great way to push people that are sitting on the fence. By the way, if you're getting some good ideas on how to fix your strategy and you want more no fluff guides on how to grow your brand, hit that subscribe button. I drop videos like this every single week and I would love for you to join me. Let's get to campaign 4 now. The VIP exclusive offer. Your SMS is your inner circle and you need to treat them that way. If you send your VIPs the same offers that you send everyone else, they're losing that sense of exclusivity. There's no reason for them to stay and we want to build a loyal tribe. Great example would be VIPs only. Our new collection just dropped. You get to shop it 24 hours before anyone else. Here's your secret link. P.S. Thanks for being a real one. This works because it's all about exclusivity. People love feeling like they're on the inside of a secret club. Use this for early access to sales, VIP launches of certain products, or even use it for special gifts that you're giving away to just your top buyers. This is how you turn a VIP subscriber into a super fan. All right, number 5. The two-way feedback loop. Remember, it's called short message service, not short message broadcast. It's a two-way street and we want to use it that way. This campaign is a great way to make it feel like you're actually talking to your customer, because you will be. This can be set up as an automation or sent as a campaign that you use once a month or so. But the goal is to check in with people after they've bought something from you. Here's an example. Hey customer, it's your name from your brand. Just wanted to check in. How are you loving the product name? If you have any questions, just reply to this text. This does a few things. First off, it shows that you actually care. It opens a direct line for customer service in case there is anything wrong, and it makes them feel heard. You can also use this approach to text out short surveys and get feedback on product or business or customer experience. Any kind of data you can collect in this process is priceless. Now let's get into growing your subscriber list. Having killer campaigns is great, but it doesn't really matter if nobody's actually getting them. Building your list is critical, but you have to do it by offering real value. If your growth is stalled, it might be that your value proposition is weak. So here are a few non-scummy ways to improve it. The first one is obvious. You gotta have a pop-up on your site. But I'm not talking about a lame, sign up for our newsletter kind of thing. You wanna make sure that there's actual value behind what they're signing up for. The easy answer is a discount, but there's a ton of other ways, like free guides or a free gift with purchase. Just make sure the pop-up looks good, it's easy to close, and it's clearly outlined that they're opting in for SMS. Next is making sure that opt-in is actually in your checkout. Checkout page is prime real estate. The customer already trusts you with your credit card, so this is the perfect time to ask if you can send them marketing texts. Add an optional unchecked box that says, hey, check here for exclusive deals. Make sure it's clear they're signing up for text, and make sure the value is even more clear. It's a low friction way to steadily grow your list. QR codes are another awesome way to get people signing up. This is also another way that you can start to convert retail buyers into online buyers. Adding a QR code to your packaging that shows them, hey, you can get a discount if you sign up for SMS is gonna get a lot of your superfans opting in. It gives people an easy way to join, and you're gonna see your customer list grow. Speaking of customer lists, the next tip is to leverage your existing channel. Don't start from zero. You already have a ton of people that follow your brand, so let's convert them over to the SMS list. Whether it's email or social, all you have to do is announce your SMS club and show them what's in it for them. You can drive them to a dedicated landing page and get them to sign up there. All you have to do is explain that the best deals drop on SMS first, and if they want to be in the club, all they have to do is give us your number. The secret to all of these opt-in strategies is just one thing though: being transparent with value. No matter where you're putting the opt-in, just make sure they understand what's in it for them. All right, now a bonus section for you. Here are 5 best practices to maximize your ROI with SMS. These are gonna help you fine-tune your messaging, because sending cool campaigns is just half the battle. This is where most brands fail, and a few small tweaks can be the difference between a campaign that flops and one that prints money. First, you gotta craft the perfect message. You have about 2 seconds to get somebody's attention and a limited number of characters, so make every single one of them count. You want it to be short, clear, and to the point. Have one action that you want them to take, and don't confuse them. Next is the power of personalization. Nobody wants to feel like a number, and personalization is how you combat that. You want to try and make your text feel like you're writing specifically to them. A lot of this can be done by pulling the data in from Klaviyo and making sure that you're talking to exactly the type of experience or where they are in the customer journey. This level of detail will show that you're paying attention, and you'll start to see conversion rates skyrocket. The next one is timing and frequency. One thing I see is that some brands just send way too often. Texting too much is a quick way to see unsubscribe rates go through the roof. You have to remember that this is a really personal channel. People don't want to be bothered all the time. A good starting point is maybe 1 promotional text per week, but even then, that's kind of pushing it. You want to make sure that you're talking to people specifically about something that matters. That brings us to our next point, and how you can get to sending more is with segmentation. You can send more than 1 message a week, but you don't want to be sending it to the same person every time. So that's where segmentation comes in and allows you to get a little bit more clear on exactly the type of message you want to send and who you're sending it to. You can divide your audience into a few different targeted groups. One might be like we talked about before with the non-purchasers that are high intent, or it could be your VIPs, like we also mentioned. You can even send to people based on demographics. That could even be their location. So if you have a store in a certain city and you want to get a bunch of people to come out to a pop-up, shoot them a message. Segmentation ensures that your messages are always on point. It's going to ensure higher revenue and lower unsubscribes. Finally, remember that SMS doesn't exist in a bubble. This one's about a harmony between your email and your SMS channels. They both work best together. They shouldn't be fighting. They should be working for one true goal, which is to get somebody to make a conversion. And this is often one of the reasons I recommend moving over to Klaviyo instead of having 2 different platforms. Because then you have 2 different people competing for attribution instead of just seeing that we're all trying to work towards getting a conversion that just counts for the store. So with that said, you want to use email for more long form, lots of information type content. Then SMS can be the thing that really drives it home and gets them to make the purchase. So there you have it, the complete guide to fixing your SMS marketing. With all of these tweaks, you're going to be able to turn this channel into a revenue generating machine. We're talking about the potential that you're missing despite the insane open rates, how to fix your compliance, the 5 campaigns you need to launch today, how to jumpstart your list growth, and the best practices to squeeze out every drop of ROI from SMS. The bottom line is your customers are glued to their phone, and SMS is the best way to reach them. If it's not working, it's not the channel, it's the strategy. This is no longer a nice to have, it's an essential tool for growth. So you just gotta start small. Test a segmented flash sale next week. Track your results, see what hits, and take it from there. You have the playbook, now go make some money. Thanks for watching. If you have any questions, drop them in the comments. I read and respond to every single one. See you next time.